Second game, Numbani. Numbani I think was pretty good from you guys. You played your defense super well. Your attack was super good, but there were some moments that we can talk about. I believe that the people who know about it already know about it, but we won't get into that. Let's start it. So first, let's start up with compositions. Can I move this thing? Okay, yeah, move it there so it's not blocking anything. So yeah, so let's go on with composition. So you guys are running standard dive, obviously replacing the Mercy with Zen because of Pablo. This is good. This composition is fine. Does everything. You have the long range poke. You have the dive. Here you have the peel, and you have the sustain. Perfect composition. Nothing wrong there. I need to learn the shortcuts for that. Their composition. They're playing triple DPS with Sombra, Hanzo, and Genji, and then Lucio, Mercy, Ball. This composition is janky. I don't get it. I don't like. What could be their win condition with this composition where Lucio doesn't have any real synergy with any of these characters? Because none of these characters benefit off speed boost. Nor do these characters play enough together to benefit from heal, like amp. So this Lucio is a questionable pick. If this was like maybe a Zen or even an Ana, then it might have been better than a Lucio. So Lucio synergizes with none of these 5 characters. So it's interesting to see why they went with Lucio. But anyway, let's get into it.
The diamond going to go.
Okay, focus.
They ball.
So they shouldn't have any real pressure on you guys unless Hanzo wins.
You actually.
Let me lower this volume so you guys can hear my voice a bit better. Alright, okay, yeah. So they shouldn't have any real threat against you guys unless you guys like fuck up super bad or Jay loses the 1v1 against the Hanzo, because Hanzo is going to be right clicked by the Mercy when he peeks. If Jay loses, you guys don't have res, whereas if Jay wins, they have res to res this guy to fight again. So that's the only issue that you guys might have, but apart from that, I think you guys should be fine. This should be a fairly easy defense.
You funny kid?
That's for kicking me.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. They have Hanzo?
They have Sombra.
Yeah, they have someone in the... They have
I'm
Genji
checking
low.
the Sombra behind.
Yeah,
I'll
sure,
drop
sure.
down one of these. Did it let them through? Okay, never mind. That was big. Back up. What? Did you just like reflect?
Yeah, deflect and dashed in. And right click. Oh, they're raising the Hanzo.
Yeah, so they
Okay, we
will
can
res
go-
the
we can
Hanzo there because they need to keep the pressure up. Ball is kind of AFK. I don't know where Ball is at this moment. Can we go back a couple of frames and see where he is?
Through? Okay, never mind. That was big.
Ball is just
Back up.
rolling
What?
in main.
Did you just, like, reflect?
Excuse me? What the
Yeah,
fuck's he
deflect
doing?
and
What's he
dash
waiting
and
for?
right click. Oh, they're raising
He's
the
waiting for
Hanzo.
Sombra?
Okay, we can go in a bit.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, Laura's cleaning up.
That's what you're doing.
Unlucky.
I need to go for the back.
Yeah, but you guys should clean up here. You don't have to overcommit.
Okay, go back,
That's
go back,
fine.
go back, go back, go back.
I'm out. Let's go.
Can you make it?
I didn't heal quick. I didn't heal quick on the left. Oh no 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 no. Did you want?
Okay.
Can you go for Mercy? Mercy.
Fortunate enough, I was spectating that. So Peter, I think the safer thing for you to do there, because these guys are dealing with like their own issue in front of them, because the Zen is getting pressured, and they're prioritizing saving their Zen. And this, I think, goes from the Hanzo. Does that what is that? Is that Hanzo? Was this Sombra? No, this is definitely Hanzo. That's an arrow. So, so in terms of surviving here, I think your best option would be to just drop either behind here and go for the mega, or just drop in there and be safe, because you want to survive rather than like potentially die here, because you guys don't have res. That's the only thing about playing without Mercy, is that dying is super more taxing on your team when you don't have a Mercy. But
I didn't heal quick. I didn't heal quick on the left.
oh, was it Genji deflect? I thought it was. I thought it was a Hanzo. So Genji deflected. There was a Sombra there as well. Jay gets the headshot on her. I think this point Kitty has dropped. The graphics of the recording is super shit. I don't know why. I think Kitty's around here. I think that's Kitty over there. So Kitty dropped. Yeah, Kitty dropped because yep, I can see it. Pablo's healing him, so Kitty dropped to stay alive. So I think what at this point these guys are sorting themselves out. I think what you could have done, yeah, like I said, just drop down instead of potentially dying because he's busy saving the Zen. Yeah, but instead you started crouching, spam crouching in front of a Genji ?
Oh no.
You get naded. Onzo's coming with a damage boost. I guess that is unfortunate. But yeah, but dropping down to survive, like dropping down to play safe,
Can we go for Mercy?
is
Mercy
better
out.
in that kind of situation.
Okay, nice.
No, don't go.
Because like I'm drilling into something so like trivial, but like the call was that they're getting dove. We need to be careful. So like obviously coming back to, if you're not coming to help them, just like
Pharmacy, don't go pharmacy.
not getting their way ? Don't listen to me. I'm saying shit.
Did they have ball before, or did they just?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they always had a ball. Dude, that ball is fucking trolling.
Almost back.
Yeah.
We can nano blade if needed.
What? Yeah, I know you said if we need it, but what would Nano Blade do against this composition? Like, what is the threat of you dying at 200 HP against these guys? What could possibly burst you down faster than a Hanzo headshot, which is the only thing that can one-shot you? I don't think you need the Nano there. Keeping the Nano for survivability in this kind of situation will be 100% more value. Oh, it didn't clear the screen.
Oh.
Use Bourbon, dude. Use Bourbon.
So right side. Hands on right side below.
Where, low?
Low.
Yeah, so that's like I said, like the only possible win conditions that these guys will have is if the Hanzo wins the duels against Jay, because then you guys are at a disadvantage.
I'm hacked,
So
I'm
Crampy's hacked, but Karma gets a big blade.
Another blade, another me.
No, we
No, we don't need it.
Yeah, he's feeding, you know.
Get a Genji.
He's low. Hands up above. No.
Oh, okay, cool, Genji, no.
Did you melee already? I'm not questioning your Genji mechanics, don't worry about it.
Hands up above. No.
Oh, okay, cool, Genji, no.
Yeah, that was a melee. Why did you need to deflect? Was that melee HP? Can we slow it down a bit? That was melee HP, Lawrence, you're trolling.
Genji, no.
Oh, no. I need help.
I think it's like-
Yeah, to that side.
You almost die as well. Fucking Crampy comes to save you.
Yeah, don't worry. We can chase him. We can push him 3.
No, never mind. We have the advantage over here more than we do over there.
Don't expect people to be bad. Like a bad Hanzo would have just shot in and killed himself. You know. But then, like, if he has any brain cells, he's gonna know that not to shoot into deflect, so it's better to kind of secure it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh shit, this is dumb.
Calm down, mate.
Okay, so Widow's getting dove, the peel is there, that's good.
I'll do shit.
Alright, Jay hits that shot, nutty. Jay hits that shot, nutty. Nice, clean.
The hands are one.
Clean defense.
What am I doing?
So there was the dive. That fight was actually pretty good. Everything in that fight went well. So they were coming for the re-engage.
Yeah, don't worry.
Alright, the Hanzo got out.
We can push him 3.
No, never mind.
So-
We have the advantage over here more than we do over there.
Yeah, you're right.
So Peter spotted the dive, didn't call it. Didn't call the dive, but he's fine, he has primal, so he can stall for the longest time ever. That's not a problem. So they're spotting the dive on Widow. I think you can see that this ball is coming for the Widow. So they're spotting the dive on your Widow. Now, the good thing that happens here... Excuse me?
Oh shit, this is dumb.
Yeah, so ball is on Widow now. Widow survives because the Diva is there to pressure as well as Anna healing.
I'll do shit.
Lucio has no synergy with his comp, so he's just gonna feed.
I'm gonna mercy.
Jay almost dies, but then he has a team.
Their hands are one.
Yeah, they were
What
trolling
am
at
I
that
doing?
point.
I'm an idiot.
Feeling.
I mean, I zoned their Hanzo for sort of 10 seconds. But I give it about half an hour.
And Blade.
They hacked the mega in the
I'm gonna use my visor soon.
They have.
You
They
can
have.
use it, you can use
Yeah.
it aggressively, like in a.
Watch for the trans.
seconds.
Okay, so the
You can nano
think-
monkey for next fight.
You should
Let
try.
nano monkey.
No.
yeah, so again, like I mentioned in the other video, the plan for your ultimate. What the hell was that? The plan for your ultimates there. The plan for their counter ultimates not there. Just a reminder. Why am I on rubber? Excuse me?
Somewhere in the lower right. Yeah, get it. If she go back, I know
Nice
where
scouting.
she's gonna go.
Because of
I
the
wanna
wall
watch
hacks?
also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm not gonna judge you on that Crampedon, please, then.
Hanzo.
So you guys use trans and nano at the same time. Obviously, you use that beginning of the fight. That's not a relevant ult in this fight. That ultimate got its value. You were able to pick off the Sombra with your EMP.
Hanzo.
Huge.
So why did we bomb?
That's big.
Why did we bomb? That's questionable, Crampy. I'm judging you on that one. Why did we need a bomb? Like, when did the bomb even come out?
If she go back, I know where she's gonna go.
They wanna walk to us.
Yeah, so you got to pick on Sombra.
I'm gonna bomb.
Hanzo.
Yeah, I'm gonna bomb, but, like, the fight is won.
Huge.
They have no way of winning this fight.
That's big. Guys, I'm with you on the Genji.
I mean, that's just player intuition, isn't it? Like, if they have a Sombra with EMP, they're not gonna fight. They're gonna retreat and regroup. There's no way they're gonna fight that fight again without the Sombra EMP. Because they were looking to that to be their win condition. To get an EMP with the dragon, that's why he was going far behind, but J-Side called him out.
Nice.
So I think using
Mercy,
bomb
cover
to
Mercy,
secure
cover Mercy.
the fight there was not worth it.
I'm on ball.
But yeah, it's fine. Like I said, this player intuition
Nice, huge.
is from what you can see rather than what you can like understand what is going on. And I guess that's also comes down to communication between you guys. Like someone saying hearing Crampy wants ult and then someone saying that we won, don't. You know. Keeping everyone informed about what is going on in the game. So everyone is up to speed on the same page.
They didn't use Blade. They didn't use any ults.
Say
They did not use
They
Blade.
didn't. They
Okay,
have.
they swapped the
they
right
have-
armor.
they have-
And they have EMP Blade. They have EMP
They have
Blade.
EMP.
No, they don't have trans. But they have EMP probably.
They have EMP and beat.
They definitely have.
They swapped again.
Yeah, that is the only time that you talked about like this game in the space of 5 minutes. That's the only time we talked about the enemy's ultimates.
For Brig.
Lol.
Interesting.
What
They're
are they
coming bottom
doing?
right.
They're coming on the right. They're coming on the right.
Dude,
I
it's
have
so
Blade
good.
again. I have Blade. Do we have nano? Okay, no.
Should I play goats?
Alright,
This Sombra is a actual bot? Excuse me?
Lol.
Interesting.
What are
They're
they
coming bottom
doing?
right.
They're coming on the right.
So they're
coming
playing
on the
goats as a last ditch effort to
right.
secure the space on
I have Blade
point.
again. I have Blade. Do we have
I guess they say they're going
nano?
in.
Okay, no.
The Sombra EMP gets 2. Excuse me, why did I go forward? So the Sombra EMP gets 2, gets the Diva, which is important, doesn't get the other 4. But no one can follow up on this EMP because they've just sped boost up the stairs.
What the fuck?
Briggs like, holy shit, they're hacked, I need to go in. Briggs now alone, Briggs now dies.
I'm going for the side.
They fucking, I don't know what happened here. No one... Right, so let's go back to the beginning. Let's analyze this. Let's analyze this like we're professionals.
For Brig.
Okay,
Wow.
so
Interesting.
What
They're
are they
coming bottom
doing?
right.
They're coming on the right. They're coming on the right.
so they're coming on the
I
right.
have Blade again. I have Blade. Do we have nano? Okay, no.
Alright,
Didn't call that they won. They're coming right. So the intuition from Kitty and Pablo should be to drop. Because you guys can just focus these two and win. The rest of them, everyone saw them speed boost up. So just collapse on these two. They're playing goats. Without a 4 unit, goats is trash. So the intuition from the people on the high ground should be to stop. Jay should just drop drop down here, grapple up here, and just shoot them from coming out that door. Kitty should drop, move over to this angle. Pablo should drop, or just move along the high ground because he's Ana, he can't get back up. You know, just move away from there and not just sit there like sitting ducks.
What the fuck? Okay.
Someone could die.
Nice.
Bring on me, and you have
Yeah, so Pablo dropped. Kitty didn't drop, so Kitty dies because he's pinned now.
You discarded.
So it's 2 for 1, but then there's no way they could win. Karma Blade, she gets 1.
Yeah, go Rain.
And they get the second one.
Die the Rain.
Yeah,
There's
GG.
someone
They can't do
inside there.
anything.
Then die.
Yeah, GG. These guys are not too hard.
Uh,
You guys were just
That's
having
okay, yeah.
you guys were having a field day with them.
Okay.
Good point.
Hanzo, why would I call dive?
Yeah, I was confused. Like,
You must believe in my Hanzo.
Okay, so
There.
this comp is good. Okay. The only thing that I would say is a bit like off. Jay should be playing Widow in case they have the Widow. Because the thing about Tracer on this map is I don't know. This is vertical. This is horizontal, correct? Vertical. The kind of the vertical heights on this map is kind of too high to get much value out of Tracer, because Tracer has to climb stairs, and the offensive stairs on this map are all in the defense favor rather than in the offense favor. I guess it's built like that for a specific reason. Like, what's the only defense stairs that you have on Numbani, which is this one going up here? Apart from that, you don't really have any defense orientated stairs. All the other stairs are for the defense team rather than for the offensive team. So Widowmaker will be better here than Tracer. But apart from that, it's fine. Their comp again, this Lucio into dive is very questionable, and they've swapped their Lucio, and I don't get what these guys are doing. These guys are fucking trolling at this point. But anyway, let's get into it. We're focusing on you guys today.
that can go.
I don't have my jump now.
Yeah, it's okay. Hold on backside.
We go top right, we jump top right.
Yeah, I'm top right. Top left.
Who's right though?
2,
No,
everyone.
top right on the Anna.
Oh, okay, sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
Anna, no. Anna can die.
She dies. No, Genji. Even out.
Okay. Good intuition from Lawrence there to spot the dive and call it. But, like, I don't know what, like, for instance,
That can go.
I don't
Alright.
have my jump now.
what stopped you guys, apart from, fucking Jay, who has to get the elevator, what stopped you guys from positioning here? Here will be much better for you guys to position, because then it's easier for you to spot the dive on the Ana. Rather, you guys have to take this long angle through main, through the crossfire of the Widowmaker, to win that fight. Obviously, Jay got in position and fucked that Widowmaker up, but this angle is longer than this angle. You want to take the short angles when you want to spot dives and approach. And then anyway, the default position of positioning the dive on Numbani is this high ground here. So it's not like you guys didn't roll the fight, but when you want to position to spot a dive, this platform is always better than just staying on streets.
We go top right, we jump top right.
Yeah, I'm top right. Top left.
Who's right though?
2,
No,
everyone.
top right on the Anna.
Oh, okay, sure. 3, 2,
Yeah,
1,
monkey
go.
leapt.
Anna, no. Anna can die.
She dies. No, Genji.
Yeah.
Even out. I might die now, it's fine. Lucio can
I
die.
learned a heal.
Kill me if you run Lucio. Just die, please.
Like, look how long it takes that. Look at how long it takes that poor Lucio to get to the fight when you guys spot it.
We jump top right.
Yeah, I'm top right. Top left.
Who's right though?
3, 2,
No,
everyone.
top right on the Anna.
Yeah, so Lawrence goes like first.
Okay, sure. 3, 2, 1,
Like, look at this Lucio. Look, like that Lucio. Just watch him.
go.
Look how long it takes him to get to the fight.
Anna can
She
die.
dies. No, Genji. Even out.
Like,
I might die now, it's fine. Lucio can
I
die.
learned a heal.
by the time he gets there, you guys have already rolled
Can we even Lucio?
to get any effect out of his aura because he had to amp to get there. So he's just useless.
Just you chilling, dude. Dude, I saw that.
Alright, Genji's feeding.
What? The dirtiness?
No.
Dude, okay, so
Like, that was funny.
I'm gonna just get to the points that I want to review because, like, you guys played well until where was it? I think it was here when you guys kept on getting staggered. Yeah, so you guys just lost this fight.
We're losing.
I don't know where I am.
From here, I want to review because there was a lot of questionable stuff. We want to speak about that, Peter. I saw that.
Okay.
I knew what happened there.
They have
So we won't speak about that.
exactly.
We're gonna die from that probably.
Yeah. So you guys are
Advisor, though.
you guys are calling it, but it should be after almost every fight rather than when you're losing. You need to consider what they're doing. Even when you're winning, you should be considering what the enemy are going to do to counter you. So yeah, you've established that they have Nano Blade.
So you can go in the back, Jake.
Oh shit.
You guys have established that they have Nano Blade. Right? You've established that they have this Nano Blade, this combo, right here. But you're not thinking about how you're going to play against it. I don't know. You know that they're going to approach with this. How do you deal with it? Is what you should be discussing. Do we play defensive? Do we try to bait it out? What's our plan? But everything, like, your plan is on intuition now. Like, Crampy is looking for to spot a dive.
The Genji is getting low.
Dude, my camera angles are so bad.
Peter, it's your call.
Actually, no, Widow.
He's one.
Focus the Genji, the Genji.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just die now. Come back. Okay?
Yeah, because I mean, there's not much you can do against Nano Blade. Like, I'm not telling you guys that, hey, you guys can like discord the Genji and pressure him out. Like, I'm not saying that you guys come up with a master plan, but you guys have you've recognized what the enemy wants to do. But the plan to go against it, wasn't any like theory crafting or suggestions or anything like that. It was just like, yeah, they have Nano Blade. So what?
We're just gonna talk guide the Widow because she seems to be getting less peel than the Anna. So.
Man, pretty much Jay can take care of her or like try to pressure her so she doesn't get the free angles because
Pressure who?
Yeah, but we can actually force them to peel for the Anna for the Widow because they're already defaulting on top of the Anna.
That's a good idea.
What the?
Because
Pressure who?
Yeah, but we can actually force them to peel for the Anna for the Widow because they're already defaulting on top of the Anna.
That's a good idea.
Did Jay just swap? Jay just swapped. Yeah, this swap is fine. But if Jay was playing Tracer, Lawrence, that's you. You're the person that's meant to duel the Widow, not the Tracer. Like I said, Numbani has a lot of stairs. Like, in second point, maybe it's a bit more equal. Like, what stairs favor the defenders? I mean, the attackers. This stairs here. Again, that's it. There's no other stairs that favor defense. On this map. I mean, favor offense, sorry. All the other stairs favor the defensive team. So, Tracer doesn't get as much value when there's a lot of stairs to climb. Like I said, the vertical and horizontal thing. Tracer works better on more horizontal maps where there isn't a lot of verticality, and Genji works the other way, where there's a lot of verticality and not a lot of horizontal. Because Genji has cyber agility, So, if this is the problem, you should take the duels, not the Tracer. Don't push that responsibility to the Tracer. Tracer can be pressuring out Diana, can be pressuring out the Genji, she can pressure on the ground level, but as soon as it becomes a horizontal issue, like a high ground issue, it's you or the Winston.
Wait, chill, boys. We're not 6
Somebody's in monkey. We're gonna right. Yeah, we're gonna push.
Okay, so this is like
Okay, I'll follow you.
Crampy. I think this is like not your brightest plan that I've ever seen in my life. Just watch what happens here. This is textbook what happens to your team when the tanks go on an adventure. Just watch this.
Where are we going?
Alright? So just watch it. So, I didn't move the camera for purpose. So you guys are there. They spot the dive on your Genji.
Who can go top on the...
Yep.
The widow. Look, the widow.
Yeah, so you guys are still talking about your life while your team is getting fucking rolled. Oh, congratulations, you got the widow.
Yeah,
But the rest of your team is
we have
fucked.
the spawn advantage.
No.
No.
Okay, never mind. We have 3 ults to go. We can nano blade. They have nothing against that.
Oh, I'm still in pencil.
They have no
Right,
beat.
they have no winner this fight.
No matter what spawn advantage you have, trading 4 for 1, I don't think is worth it. No matter how close your spawn is. And you fat fingered your ult here, I don't think that's worth it. You guys just went on a tangent and they just rolled the rest of your team. Because you went round without a set plan, so to speak. Your plan was, hey, we can flank them, but when we get to the flank, what do we do? You're like just planning it on the like playing it by the ear instead of with an actual plan, and that literally caused the rest of your team to get rolled there.
Okay. Oh,
I fat finger.
let's go forward on Anna.
Okay, you ready? Ready, Pablo?
Get the diva.
I'll prime with that.
Oh, fuck.
Monkey on
Get
top.
it, Diva.
Pressure one. Oh yeah, Diva's one. Go Diva. I'll kill Diva, don't worry. Nice pick. I'm gonna go on this widow.
Monkey low.
I'm covering with the widow's angle.
Lucky these guys didn't regroup after they lost the widow. They were so scattered after that fight.
Get the one. Oh, better. Okay, we're gonna dive this widow, yeah? You ready? 3?
Yeah, I'm done top.
I just don't think these guys are super good.
And they have no sleep now, let's speak.
You baby.
I mean, we died. I mean, I did too. I could have primal right. I
We
didn't
can
want
go birds on this spawn, boys.
to. Actually, should have primal to hold momentum.
Okay, well, let's use ults aggressively. If we don't push to the end, we swap, okay? Okay, recollect everyone. Widow.
Yeah,
What is Widow?
Fucking Pablo turned into a turkey, dude. Come on.
We have ults. A lot of
Yeah, we have
ults.
ults. That's what I mean.
He traded 1 for 1.
Monkey.
Let's use
Monkey.
first.
And jump, monkey.
Yeah, go in now.
What? I have no mind, so I'm just gonna.
Wait, what? You're trolling. The fuck you doing, Peter?
Monkey.
Let's use first.
And jump, monkey.
Yeah, go in now.
What? I have no mind.
Why didn't you chase the widow? Like you were in primal.
Nice. Monkey.
Let's use first.
And jump.
You were in nano.
Yeah, go in now.
What?
Didn't need to primal there. You could have just
I have no.
pressured that monkey out. Or pressured the Lucio. Like you have 3 other targets here. In fact 4, because the Widowmaker's still behind you. Like obviously Diana can be a prime target here. But it's not something worth investing primal, especially that the fact that you're full HP to potentially get slept when you're not sure of sleep cooldown. It's 100% not worth it. The safer option would be Lucio. Like characters that are safer to juggle are Lucio, the Widowmaker, or just pressuring with Taser, with Nano. When you're nanoed by Ana, the last thing you want to do is primal, because then you get much less value out of it. Fuck, I keep on messing that up.
Going for the widow.
Yeah, so your primal's gone
How
now.
foolish I am.
The diva is the booster?
Yeah. Nice.
Ah!
Monkey never. Oh, wait.
Pablo didn't call that he needed help, that fucked him.
Like.
Like,
Get you. Into no dash.
Monkey can die.
Monkey low. Oh shit.
Monkey no jump or bubble, and he's one.
Okay. Using.
Just kill him.
Gonna have blade. Fuck no. Gonna
that's
get
the Nano Blade.
Genji low.
That's like combo, like, you gotta go. We can swap now.
I have bomb, so I'm not gonna swap.
Yeah, you don't have
Go
to.
right. Or you can go.
Boats? We can go.
We could go Megot actually on this point. The monkey is one actually.
No, I think this is.
Okay, we're swapping goats right away, right? Fuck you.
Sure, yeah.
I respect that, Lawrence.
Did he go
Old
listen?
Lawrence
Did
would
he
have never done that. Old
Okay.
Lawrence would be like,
I'll
oh,
go
I
listen,
have
go
blade,
listen.
I'm gonna keep it.
It's okay.
I respect that a lot.
I know it's fine.
Okay, so you guys are running
Yeah,
Anna
we're
goats
still
now,
good for
which is
that,
good.
for blade.
That's fine
One
against
more,
their
one more
composition.
Wait,
But
You guys can just roll on Anna,
Okay,
speed
no,
like
come
spot
on.
Anna and roll on her
You're 50,
when once you
50,
see her
yeah,
cooldown,
this is very-
or just anyone in general.
I have bomb, I'm gonna bomb after the bubble.
Okay, so in this situation, pressuring out this tracer is not worth it. You guys are goats. You guys need to be all 6 here. If this tracer even bothers to come close, Lawrence is gonna fuck her up. It's Brigand to tracer. You don't have to do that, Crampy. You have to make sure that you're right, the rest of your team is fine, but chasing this tracer here, when you know you don't have the kill confirm, is not worth it, especially when you're playing goats. Because look what happens to your team now. Half of them are looking forward, half of them are looking back. Look, everyone's attention is diverted.
Crampy, help you around.
There is a tracer.
Yeah, dude, that tracer's not gonna do shit.
Break the bubble.
I should.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Come. Crampy, help you around.
There is a tracer harassing us behind. Break the bubble.
I should.
Okay, so is there a way I can slow this down? There's like quarter speed shit, isn't there? I can right click. Hold on. So if I do video, no, it's not zoom. Playback. There we go. Speed. Slower.
I'm dead.
Oh, that's not slower at all. Excuse me? Fuck off. So playback. Speed, much slower. Sorry, let's go back to full screen.
Come. Crampy, help you around.
There is a tracer.
Oh my god, comms sound so bad when it's in slow motion.
Break the bubble.
So like, let me mute it so that mute. Okay, cool. All right, okay. So if we look at this bomb, notice like if you just notice that little frame. Hold on, let me slow it out a bit more. All right, okay. So notice this. Let me get my pen out. Oh, I can't do pen and that. Fuck. So you move to the right. You look to the right. You're not covered by the bomb because you looked like, can I get it right? You see where you're looking? You're looking... Oh, dude. I think I have to make a move a bit slower. Hold on. Sorry, this video is going to be a bit too long. But, like actually looking at it again... If you look at just before the impact, you look too far to the right. Like, look. You look too far to the right that the bomb can see you. So it's not the game, it's just you looked a bit too far to the right and the bomb killed you. I think Crampy dies as well. Yeah, because Crampy was not behind Ryan Shield. And Jade takes a bunch of damage as well. Yeah, I think that was last fight. I didn't get the last recording because my recording fucked up. So we can change back the playback to normal now. And put the sound back on.
What?
Oh, not for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you were behind mine and your shield, right?
Yeah, I was.
Sorry?
Yeah, so this is where my recording fucks up, so we're just gonna stop there. So the TLDR of Numbani was really good defense. The offense was good at first, but all your plans for the dives were on the fly rather than with a real intent of what you wanted to achieve. So the fact that you guys didn't have your win condition, you guys didn't know what you guys had to do to win the fights. You know, in those kind of situations, you need to be able to plan what you want to do, and then also respect what the enemy are going to do. That's obviously stems from the Legion game where I was mentioning about like respecting what the enemy team are going to do. So, like, so the TLDR of this whole scrim session was keep up your ultimate tracking, and obviously respect the enemy team plan, and always also come up with a plan for when the enemy team have their ultimates, like their combo, how you're gonna counter it, rather than just focusing on what your game plan and what your win condition is. Also, try and think about what their win conditions are, and potentially coming up with a counter plan to make sure that you don't get those conditions to win, because you want to win, but you also have to stop them from winning as well. Not always focusing on winning the fights, but also thinking about how to survive the fight so you can win. So it's like trying to think about it from a different angle, because you don't always have to win fights to win a game. Sometimes you have to survive fights, where like if you survive an onslaught of Nano Blade, then you can win the fight. You know, so there's a different approach to actually winning games. All right, I think that's it for now. If you do watch this video and get to the end, thank you so much for watching. Getting to the end really shows that you are dedicated and you actually respect the effort that I put into my videos. Like, if you look at the time right now, in the bottom right, it's fucking 2:45. So I'm really tired, but I thought I'd do this now so that you guys get a good video to watch tomorrow. So if you get to the end, thank you for watching, and I'll do this for one team a week if I can keep this up. Yeah, we'll just do one team a week. I'll try to do for every team if I have time, but if not, one team a week should suffice. I'll just pick a team every week and I'll try and rotate it. Alright guys, toodaloo.